Would you live close to a volcano? My answer would be no. Volcanoes are dangerous and deadly. Over the last 400 years, nearly 300,000 people have killed in eruptions. And now, over 600 million people live close enough to volcanoes to be affected by their eruptions. Volcanoes often give warning signs, days, weeks, even years before an eruption, like ground-shaking earthquakes or a steam plume rising from the summit. We need to watch for these warning signs to stand a chance at forecasting eruptions and saving lives. One of the most helpful warning signs is movement of the ground surface. As magma gathers below a volcano, it pushes on the rock around it, causing the surface to bulge out. We can measure this movement with GPS devices attached to the ground. They can track the ground moving just as well as they can see you getting stuck in Bristol traffic. Unfortunately, over half of the world's volcanoes do not have the instruments to look for these warning signs. Agung, one of the volcanoes that I've been studying, is one of them. Luckily, there is a solution. Satellites. The satellites I work with look down at the ground, at volcanoes like Agung, and can measure ground motion over large areas. They work day and night, rain or sunshine, and all you need to know to understand these colorful images is that more of these colorful bands means more ground displacement. Not every satellite is the same though. Most satellites work with pixels the size of a tennis court or even a football field. This works well for large areas, but it can't give you the details. Luckily, some satellites work with pixels as small as a sheet of paper. I'm using these high-resolution satellites to look for motion near volcanoes. And what I find by comparing the different resolutions of the same warning sign is that the low resolution hides the deformation signal, and it's only revealed in the high-resolution data. It is therefore important that we use this high-resolution data to monitor volcanoes and stay one step ahead of them. Most of the world uses the low-resolution data and won't know that the volcano is actually getting ready for an eruption. I am one of the lucky few who gets to work with this high-resolution data. And I want to see that changed. I want to see this high-resolution data be used at every volcano so that we can act on the warning signs as soon as we see them. This will make volcanoes less deadly and less dangerous and make sure that the warning signs don't stay hidden between the pixels. Thank you.